How are you all? Let me show you how is weather outside today. So look at very sunny weather outside. It's beautiful, very beautiful sunny weather outside. Um, it's a Sunday morning and around 10:30 a.m. in the morning. So if you can see, weather outside is really beautiful. So today in this video we will talk about the speaking cue cards. So these cue cards are very important for your upcoming September is almost one more day is left, but September to December, these cue cards were for um, this upcoming IELTS speaking exam. And this is the final list of your cue cards. If you are going to appear for your IELTS exam in this September, tomorrow, Monday, and then after that on November or December. So these cue cards are very important for your speaking. So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new on this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel. I'm your host PVashist and giving you the English success speaking notes. I am from America. Today is very sunny day outside. As you can see, it's day 10:30 a.m. in the morning at this point. So let's wait for 2 or 4 minutes for some of the other people, and then we can start discussing about the new cue card. It's very sunny day today. So all right, so let's get started with the cue card. If you are going to appear, very first thing, be confident about it. And the second thing, you need to be very you can say fluent in your speaking, because if you will give them very big pauses in your speaking, then you will definitely lose your marks. So please consider to be fluent and do practice a lot for your IELTS speaking. And next, this is kind of a tip for my side to all of you, because my students, they are still having some problem, they're struggling. For me, it's like, if you are still practicing and you need help, then definitely you need to consider this channel as your practice buddy. So I'm here to help you out for your practice too. So now let's get started with the cue card. So very first cue card is very important for your IELTS speaking, is talk about a diamond or a crystal that you know or you have it. So like बहुत सारे आजकल लोग हैं वो डाल के रखते हैं ना, हाथ के अंदर रिंग्स डाल के रखते हैं. They are talking about that. So you need to be very careful and particular about wearing that. So what you are wearing and why you are wearing and who recommend you to wearing, and the other last question, where did you get it? Okay, so these are very important questions. You need to be prepared for your IELTS speaking exam. And the second is, talk about a situation when you had to be polite. So sometimes we had some fight with the friend, sometimes we are not happy with our some results, right, or exam results, or sometimes the environment, like if you are going somewhere and then you feel like not considering or unattended, then definitely you are quite right, you're going to be polite, right? So these all the situations, you need to express the situation, when, where, how, situation, and then why. Okay, so these things is very important, you need to know and you need to explain that. And the third cue card is, talk about something that you would like for remove. Talk about and owning things you want to remove, like bad habit, poor diet, or stress filled life. So This is kind of a question where you always feel like little bit confusion. Why? The reason is because sometimes we did not find the situation, right? So when and what thing examiner is talking about, right? So remember the time, new year, right? So during the new year, you always guys, your guys are always making the pledge like, okay, this year we will do study, this year we will do this task, complete this task. So always think about the time, or sometimes you need to make the stories for that. Like sometimes you need to create the story, okay, so why and when and what time you guys were quiet, so or when what time you were talking about your own personality, right? So this is the thing, this is a time when is a time you think about the personality, and when what did you decide at that time. So these are the questions you need to definitely consider in this part. So next question is for next cue card is very important for talk about a poisonous fruit. So what fruit is poisonous, and where did you find that fruit? So when and where did you learn about that? How did you know that fruit is very poisonous? So like there is a two example I kept it here. You, if you like it, you can just let me know. I will make the complete whole um, essay or speaking point of view, your speaking questions on this. So please let me know if you need more details on that. So first thing is apricot fruit seed, and next one is European spandel fruit. So this is kind of a very important two fruits which is poisonous. So you can definitely make the story on that fruit. Next is a talk about a special trait of your personality. So special trait is like outgoing, emotional, apricot, and then emotional, adaptable, and benevolent. These all are the personality types. You need to tell your personality type. So what type of personality is yours? So if you are outgoing, emotional, sometimes people are talkative, outspoken. So sometimes people are jovial nature. So you need to consider which type of personality yours, and then on the basis of that you need to create the questions and the story for that. So how do you think that this is your personality, like your friend says about this, or your family or relatives? So it all depends on the around surrounding peoples, right? So you need to consider that which who and when did they give you this compliment about your special trait. Okay, next is sixth one is talk about a person who frequently travels by airplane, or travel with the friends, or travel with relatives. So these all are the three areas where you can explain. You can explain with your friends, which you can explain with relatives, and you can explain the situation when you travel by air. like अभी तो बहुत facility हो गई है. There's these days people are all travel in inside the India also, one place to another place. So you can explain your experience by travel by airplane. Okay, next is number seven is talk about a time when you visited a museum. So these days we can see the museum. Sometimes people making the also like if you are in Punjab or Patiala, so there is kind of a mahal, right? So Ra- Ra- Raj Mahal, King's Palace, right? So you can go to the Taj Mahal in Agra. So there is so many things where you can explain about the exhibitions. So what type of things you are watching there, and there is also exhibition in Amritsar, old things, right? So and in if you go to the temples, there you can also see the old stuff which placed by the kings and the queens, right, in there. So you can also explain about that. So you can consider which area, what area you picked, and create the questions. First thing, your own, like, okay, what can examiner ask on this area? So which place you went, when you went, whom with you, right? So whom you went with whom, right? So these type of questions you need to create by yourself and give the answer to yourself. In that way you can prepare your speaking. Obviously, if you need my help, just let me know. I'm always here Monday and Tuesdays. I'm always available at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and for my morning, and your nights at 9 p.m. Sunday, always little bit later. Around today is 10:30. I'm always here, so you always keep consider to be online and then see the answers, okay? And I always explain the situation and then question answers too for that. And next is talk about the embarrassing moment you faced, or talk about a time when you felt embarrassed. So sometimes we feel it's kind of a situation like when you are within a family, with the relatives, or with your friends, or with some outside stranger, in the bus, in the train, in the plane also. So, and sometimes there's a situation happen where you feel a little bit embarrassed, right? So you need to talk about that situation, like falling over in public, or texting to the wrong person. This is kind of a situation you can consider, like principal teachers called you in the office and then explain about something that happened in the class, or someone complains against you, and or your mom and dad sometimes, like they also talk, or they also making raising their voice on you. So why? And then you are embarrassed with the situation. So this kind of situation you can explain here. And then number 9 is the last one, is talk about the environmental problem. So what type of problem do you feel now in these days people are facing, and quite, and you are also quite serious now in these days. So these kind of a situation like water pollution, air pollution, global warming, um, over population, and natural resources depletion. So these all are the questions, these all are the areas where you can create your questions, and then you can make the answers on that. So this is all about the cue cards, very important cue cards for your IELTS upcoming speaking. So this is your Vishist tutor from America. So I'm always here on Mondays and Tuesdays at 9 p.m. But on Sundays around 10. So please make sure to be with me online here, so that in that way we can practice. So at this point, here is morning. You can see outside, you can see the view of outside. It's very, very sunny and bright at this point. And then you can see here people are also making their morning is very silent, quiet, calm. You can see that. So yes, this is all about here for this channel. Please like, please subscribe, please share this video with your friends. In that way you can have, so please like, share, subscribe. This is one of my student, he sent it to me, and I'm also considering that, because he gave me that to with the smile for everybody. Please consider that to subscribe this channel, and also we'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye, and take care, and we'll see you in the next video tomorrow at 9 p.m. Bye bye. Best of luck for your IELTS speaking exam.